Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Getting ready to go live here in Eunice as your Eunice Lady Cardinals will be hosting the Tatum Lady Coyotes here in Joe Langston Gymnasium. That's myself and Charlie Fairbrush. Welcome, Charlie.
Welcome, everybody. Ready here for some good volleyball, and we might get started a little bit early, looks like.
Yeah. That first game, the JV game, was over quick. It was 2-0. I had to reach out to the radio station and ask them to reset our start time in the computer so that we could get going a little early. We're testing mics, getting ready to go live. We're going to jump over, listen to the mics, see how they sound. And you're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. And for those Tatum folks, you're listening to the Eunice coverage that'll be broadcast on the Tatum side too. But
and if we, seem favoring of Eunice, it's only because that's where we live.
That's right.
It's not on purpose.
And the interesting thing about it, I'm always good for trying to cover both sides at the same time. I tell people all the time, my kid's out there on the what is the red team today,
yep.
And I'm going to be one-sided, and if that don't work, then I'll grab me a seat and sit over there in the bleachers, and somebody else
just
can
watch
come
the game. Huh?
That's right. Our sponsors, the ones that provide for us, are all Eunice businesses, and
yep.
and so
and a lot of them have kids out there too.
Absolutely, and so we'll be a little one-sided at the same time. Hopefully, for those of you from Tatum who we appreciate and respect,
yes.
You'll at least get to watch your kid from wherever you happen to be tonight. So once again, just getting ready to go live, testing mics. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a Porta-John and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. Devon Energy is proud to support Eunice High School athletic programs. By partnering with Eunice, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Cardinals! The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Parker Energy Services has been servicing the community for over 17 years. They offer water hauling, dirt work, and disposable services. Dispatchers and sales staff are available anytime, and office staff is available from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday. Parker Energy aims to satisfy their customers and give their employees great job opportunities. Parker Energy is family-owned and operated, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to offer excellent and personalized services. Consider Parker Energy Support Services for all of your support needs. Visit them today at 2350 Avenue O in Eunice. Redbird Garage is your hometown local mechanic shop specializing in minor and major repairs from oil changes, car washes, brake work, AC repair, and so much more. For more information, call 394-8828. Call 394-8828. Or swing by Redbird Garage at 1800 North Main Street in Eunice and meet the new owners, Josh and Erica Jones. Redbird Garage is your hometown mechanic shop, committed to always doing what's right for you and your vehicle. Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids with their academics and athletics. They realize that balancing both is challenging and appreciate their determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they are cheering them on all the way. Bart and his crew say, "Go Eunice Cardinals!"
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside my partner tonight, Charlie Fairbrush, a.k.a. The Thumb. Resendo is not with us tonight as he had some other stuff going on. We are live here in Joe Langston Gymnasium as your Eunice Lady Cardinals are getting ready to host the Tatum Lady Cowts. Welcome, Charlie.
Welcome, everybody. I'm glad to be here, ready for some volleyball action.
Yeah, should be a good night of volleyball for sure.
We hope a good night means it goes our way, and that's what we're hoping for, right?
That is true. That is true. Tonight we have a matchup of two longtime Lee County rivals, as your Eunice Lady Cardinals will host the Tatum Lady Cowts. This is a District 4 2A matchup, a strange matchup, I must add, a strange season. It's just been a strange year for volleyball across the state, across the county, definitely here in Eunice. Tatum, a team that has won numerous state championships in volleyball through the 2000s. They lost 8 of their first 11 games this season. They haven't been ranked most of the season, which is extremely, extremely odd for a Tatum program. This Tatum volleyball program has been phenomenal for years, sending kids to play D1 volleyball. I mean, they've always been good. And this is a Tatum team that had most of their kids back from last season's team. A Tatum team that did really well last year. Tatum has improved as this season has went on. They're now sitting in a tie with Loving in district. Both teams are 3-3 in district. Tatum is 7-11 overall, and the most recent coaches poll has them playing peekaboo into the top 10 as they continue to improve. Max Preps also has them teeter-tottering into that top 10 area. Eunice enters tonight's matchup with an overall record of 2-16. I said strange. That's
Very
the kind of strange I'm talking
Very
about.
strange.
This is another program in Eunice that has just always been pretty good in volleyball. Maybe not at the level that Tatum has been for the last several years, but they've always been one of those top 10 teams in the state and very competitive. They are 1-4 in district, sitting in a tie right now with Jal, although Jal's got a much better overall record. This Eunice team has seen its ups and downs, but a lot more downs. The current roster is completely different than what we started with. The rotation seems to change every week. This is a Eunice team that was ranked as high as number 3 1 year ago during last season. A Eunice program that, as I've mentioned, has spent most of the last 10 seasons ranked inside the top 10. I go back to that word, strange, a strange year. For the entire state of New Mexico, 2A volleyball is strange this year in my opinion. 6 teams in the division have won 2 games or less this year. There are multiple teams ranked inside the top 10 who have losing records. Hagerman and Loving are ranked number 5 and number 6 in the state, respectively. Tatum has split with Loving and Eunice. Tatum has split with Loving, and Eunice has beat them in multiple sets this year. Cloudcroft is the only undefeated team in the division, and they're ranked number 1. Texaco has really struggled this season, but they're ranked number 2. Like I said, I look at the rankings, the coaches poll, Max Preps, the entire state. Just strange. This Cardinal team will face Tatum here today. Then they face Hagerman on the road Tuesday. And then Eunice will finish up with senior night in Eunice 1 week from tonight versus Jal here in Joe Langston Gymnasium. A Jal team that we all know has that long-standing rivalry. Most likely, that game will be the last time Eunice fans will see Chloe Jones and Sarah Reeves in a volleyball uniform, as those 2 seniors will move on to something else here as we end their senior season of volleyball. Eunice will miss those 2. Sarah is the top-ranked academic person in the class. Right now, she leads the valedictorian campaign. Chloe is ranked number 3 in that class, a class that has an amazing overall grade point average, some extremely smart kids in that class. In fact, looking at the GPAs for all the other classes in the high school, most of your top 10 kids in the senior class's GPA would make them the valedictorian in almost every class in the high school this year, and in other schools as well. It's a smart group. In the latest grades released, this last set of grades, Chloe had a 4.65, and that was 4th in the class on a 4-point scale. So that kind of gives you an idea just how smart this senior group is. There's also some great athletes in that senior class. In fact, right now's salutatorian, number 2 in the class, is Ortega on the football team, Jacob. And so those kids all just have crazy high GPAs. Yep. When I was in school, I was battling, trying to keep it over a 3-point, and I see these kids. There's some of these kids pushing a 5-point.
And
we
always thought a 4.0 was
the
the best you can get. Now it's crazy.
Yeah, because they take those college classes, and those classes are on the 5-point scale, so they make A's in those classes. Right. It bumps them over the 4-point, and that's what's happening with some of these kids. But their GPAs are phenomenal. I always hear people say, you're a student first, athlete second, student athlete. Well, I guarantee you this group, as competitive as they are, they've taken their academics part serious, or their GPAs wouldn't be what they were.
Academics as well, right?
Yeah, definitely. So once again, these two teams getting ready to go. We got a little warm-up going here.
About a minute left in the warm-up.
Yeah, and I'm assuming that they're going to do an intro, as I saw Miss Davis stroll down that way. She's the school announcer, so I saw her go over that way. I'm assuming that's what they're going to do. The last couple of games, I think they've said the Pledge of Allegiance, so maybe they'll do that, and then we'll get started.
And your boss is here, so be careful.
Yeah. She had doctor's appointments this morning out of state, and then hurried back to make it to STEM, and now she's hustling over here to make it to the game. So anyway, there she is, and we're getting ready to get started, getting ready to get going. Both teams walking out onto the floor. And I guess we'll see what they're going to do as far as intros. We mentioned Resendo being gone today. I believe he's over at Texas Tech for the Texas Tech football game as Tech
Thursday night football
is playing Thursday night football tonight over there. Pretty neat deal. I didn't know that that's what they had going on, but we were over there for Chloe's track practice this week, and that whole field was full of athletes, and they were in there having one heck of a serious football practice in that indoor facility. So here we go, getting ready to start our intro as well as national anthem. We'll send it over for a word from our sponsors. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a Porta-John and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
Devon Energy is proud to support Eunice High School athletic programs. By partnering with Eunice, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Cardinals! The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. Here getting ready to get this game started as both teams have been introduced. We've had the Pledge of Allegiance, and now we're getting ready to get started. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside Charlie Fairbrush, a.k.a. The Thumb, and we're getting ready to go here today. Both teams are on the floor. For the Lady Cardinals up in the front, looks like we've got Chloe Jones, Mariah McGuire. Let's see, who do we have on that side? That is Miss Mylene Villa. We've got Sarah Reeves. We've got Lizzie Gaetan. And we have got in the back row Kara Thompson. And they just rotated in the libero, which in this case is Haley Jones.
All right.
So Tatum getting ready to get on as well here. They're going to rotate their libero in. That is Aubrey Young. She rotates onto the floor as they have to get their lineup set. Then once they do, that libero can rotate in, and then we get started. So they are ready.
Tatum's going to serve first there.
Yeah, the visiting team will take the first serve, and here we go, getting ready to get started up, and here comes the first. That is Dixon with that serve. They're going to set Jones up in the middle. Jones slams it down, but Young keeps it alive, and it finds the floor.
Nice.
And so Jones with her first deflection kill there from the front position. So Eunice now leads 1-0. Lady Cardinals' Kara Thompson will be back to serve. I believe that's Thompson. No, it's not Thompson. That's Jazzy Klaus. Man, even with my glasses, I'm getting old. All right, so sending it across is Hennard for Tatum. Eunice going to set Sarah Reeves up in the middle. She just bumps it across, and now Tatum going to set it up out here on the outside wing. Swinging for the fence is Sydney Rice, and her ball hits the net, and the Lady Cards pick up point number 2. And so number 12, Jazzy Klaus, back to serve again for the Lady Cardinals. Klaus throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Young keeps it in the air. They're going to set it up in the middle for 7. That's Rice. She sends it over. They set up Jones out on the side. She sends it across, but Tatum's able to keep that one in the air. Rice again slams that one deep. It goes off the hands of Klaus and then finds the back wall as she hit it backwards, and that makes it 2-1. As Eunice leads by 1 here in number 1, Nikki Hernandez will be back to serve for Tatum. So she gets back there on that wall ready to go. She's going to make sure she has plenty of room back there. She steps forward, throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Jones' first touch goes up into the air, and then they hit it forward. Villa sends it across. Villasenor going to set it up outside for Rice, and Rice hits it right toward the feet of Klaus, and it finds the floor, and it's now 2-2. So we got a 2-2 game here as Hernandez heads back to the service line. Throws it up and hits it over. It's a good one, but it's long. Oh, and Jones reaches up and touches it. It was probably 10 foot long, and she just couldn't decide whether to hit it or not.
Kind of hard to lay off of them
second,
sometimes.
she threw her hands up and deflects it. So now it's 3-2. Tatum with their first lead here in set number 1. Tatum throws it up, hits it over. That's Hernandez. They're going to call Eunice for a rotation violation. And so they do. They call him for the rotation violation. It's 2-4. Nikki Hernandez back to serve again. Throws it up and hits it over. It's a good one. Klaus bumps it into the air. It's right up at the net. Thompson just hits it across. Tatum trying to set it up outside for Rice. Rice hits it into the hands of Klaus. Klaus keeps it in the air, and diving through is Gaetan to keep it alive. They're going to set it up on the outside is Tatum. That's Hernard. Eunice keeps it alive, and Jones just going to hit it over into the corner. Tatum keeps that one in play. They set up Rice. Rice hits it over, and Jones picks it up, and then she comes running through and hits it toward the net. They set Reeves up at the net. Reeves hits it down and into the floor, and Reeves with the kill makes the score 3-4 in favor of the Lady Coyotes.
Like Jones to serve back there.
Chloe Jones heads back to the service stripe, the senior. Throws it up and hits it over. It's a good one. It almost finds the floor, but a good dig there by Hernandez. They set it up on the outside, and then that ball goes off the back row, off the hands of Jones, who was rotating on her way up. And it finds the floor, and now it's 3-5. So Tatum keeping the lead here, 3-5 early on in set number 1. Throwing it up, hitting it over is Sydney Rice, and she hits that one back, way back, and it is out of bounds.
Almost hit a cheerleader back there.
That's right. Cheerleaders were ducking and running, and it's 5-4. Eunice trails by 1. The freshman Villa with the serve. Keeping it alive are the Lady Coyotes. They're going to set it up out wide for Villasenor. Jones picks that one up with a dive. They set up Thompson, who slams it down. And then Tatum comes back the other way quick and tips that ball out of bounds at the hands of Luann Villasenor.
We got a tie game, didn't we?
Yes, we do. The freshman, Maylene Villa, heads back to serve. She throws it up, hits it over, right up into the corner, and what a serve by the freshman Villa as she picks up a point, and the Lady Cards are back in the lead, 6-5. Villa back to serve again. The freshman throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one over into the corner. Tatum keeps it alive, though. They're going to set it up on the back row and then bump it across. Villa sets up Reeves. Reeves touches it over. Tatum keeps it alive. They just bump it across. Jones picks it up. Then Thompson knocks it over. Tatum going to set it right back the other way. Villa picks that one up in the corner. Gaetan sets up Reeves. Reeves slams it off the Tatum defender and out, and that's going to be another point for the Lady Cardinals. It's 7-5. The Lady Cardinals in the lead here early. Villa heads back to the service stripe again, throws it up and hits it over. Keeping it in the air is Tatum. They're going to set it up out wide for Villasenor. She hits it into a double block of Reeves and Gaetan, but it finds the floor. And 7-6, Tatum back within one. Avery Hennard heads back to the service stripe. She hits a nice one. Jazzy Klaus bumps it up, and then Eunice just hit it across, but the Tatum players weren't ready. They hit it right back into the net, and Eunice now leads by 2, 8-6 here in set number 1. Rotating out is Sarah Reeves. In comes the libero, Haley Jones. Haley Jones back under the basket, ready to serve. Throws it up, hits it over. It's back into the corner and out of bounds, and that'll be a point for the Lady Cowts. It's now 8-7. Tatum trails by 1. So back to the service stripe here is Mariscal. She's ready. Throws it up, hits it over. Jones comes diving in from that back. That ball was going to land up in front of the 10-foot line. Jones, in that back corner, comes running through, slides in, does the scorpion, but that ball deflects off the front edge of her hands. It's now a tie ball game, 8-8. Throwing it up and hitting it over is Tatum. Jones with the first touch. They're going to set up McGuire. McGuire hits it into the net, and that'll be a point for the Lady Cowts. It's 8-9, Tatum in the lead. So Tatum back to the service stripe, as that's Valeria Mariscal. Mariscal ready. Flips it up, throws it over. It's a good serve. Gaetan hits it over to Villa. Villa back to Gaetan. She spins it over the net, but Tatum keeps it alive. They set it up in the corner for Villasenor. She sends it deep, but Eunice does a good job keeping it alive. Now Tatum bumps it over, still trying to get it up, and then McGuire jumped up. She went to slam it, she slammed it right into the net.
Right into the net. How high is that net? Too high.
8-10, the Lady Cards trail by 2 now. Mariscal back to serve again. She throws it up and hits it over. Haley Jones with a first touch, and it goes over the net, over toward the Cowts. They spike it at the net, and they're going to call Tatum for being in the net, and that'll give the point to the Lady Cardinals, making it a 1-point game, 9-10. And
We'll
Gaetan heads to the service line. I agree with you.
Point's a point these days.
Lizzie Gaetan throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Tatum had a little problem with it, and it goes out of bounds, and that's going to make it a tie ball game. It's now 10 apiece.
This is our third tie since we started.
It's been a good game. You know, all of Eunice's games all year long, even though their record is terrible, their games have all been like this.
Stuck in there.
Even against the best teams in the state, they've been competitive in most sets. They've lost most sets, but they've been competitive.
Yeah.
So Tatum bumps that one across, gets that point. It's 10-11. Stepping back to the service stripe, I believe that is that Rice?
Number 11.
11 is Villasenor. Villasenor throws it up, hits it over. It goes off the hands of Gaetan and out the back, and that is another point for Tatum. It's 12-10. Luann Villasenor heads back to the service stripe again.
Yeah, they've stayed competitive in every game, even beating some of the top teams.
in sets, yes.
Sets.
Throws that one up, hits it over. Gaetan, Thompson, they set Jones, and Jones hits it into the net. It's 10-13. So 10-13 is the score. And back to serve again is Villasenor. 13-10 is the score here. Had someone tying their shoe. Now she's ready. They throw it up and hit it over. It's a good serve. Thompson over to Villa. Villa back to Thompson. She hits it over. The ball's up at the net, and then Mariah McGuire jumps up. Played a little back and forth game between her and one of the Tatum players. Then as she swung kind of backhanded at it, she hit it out of bounds. It's now 10-14. The Lady Cards trail by 4 here in set number 1. Villasenor back to serve again. Throws it up and hits it over. It's a good one. Haley Jones hits that one over toward Chloe Jones, who hits it to Mariah McGuire, who hits that one out of bounds.
With the sledgehammer out.
And here we go, 10-15. Lady Cardinal starting to dig a hole, and the coach wants to talk about it. Coach Skinner takes a timeout.
We'll go through some of our sponsors. Parker Energy Service, BT8 Service and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Lobo Trucking, Cardinal Hardware, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Guns Up Services, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Herrera's Oilfield Service. And another note, Devon Energy is still hiring in the Eunice area. Still looking for some good people.
Shout out to the people back at the station, Evie, for monitoring us. We appreciate you. We're here in Eunice in set number 1. The Tatum Lady Coyotes lead 15-10.
Yeah, we couldn't do it without the station. We wouldn't be here either.
That's
Our
right.
sponsors, our listeners, and our Evie.
Villasenor back to serve. Steps forward, throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Gaetan hits it over toward Thompson. Thompson to McGuire. McGuire spins that one over the net, and it falls in for a Lady Cardinal point. It's 15-11. The Lady Cards trail by 4. Kara Thompson heads back to the service line. Another freshman on this Cardinal roster. She throws it up, hits it. It's a good one. Tatum struggles with it. It goes out of bounds off their hands, and it's 15-12. Lady Cards back within 3.
I thought you were going to catch that one. It came our way a little bit.
Yeah, I started to dive over that rail and try to tap my toes in bounds, and then I realized how bad that would hurt and that I wasn't young anymore. So 15-12. Thompson back to serve again. Throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Tatum keeps it in the air, though, and they set up Rice, and Rice hits that one into the net, and so now it's a 2-point game. 15-13 is what the score on the board is showing. Thompson back to serve. Kara Thompson, the freshman, throws it up and hits that one right into the net, and that'll make it 16-13. That has been our Achilles heel, in my opinion, most of the season is service errors. We serve a lot into the net or out of bounds.
Those are what you call gimmies.
So that one's hit up. That's Dixon. She hits it across. Tatum going to set it up at the front net for Rice, and Rice slams that one deep back into the corner. Thompson and Gaetan both looked at it thinking it might be a little long, so they both kind of moved out of the way, and it hit right back there on the line. It's 13-17. Eunice trails by 4.
She had that one placed just right for her.
Allison Dixon throws that one up. Haley Jones hits it into the air. They set other Jones, Chloe, and she hits it across. Tatum keeps it alive. Rice, Jones dives in to keep that one off the ground, and Mariah McGuire jumps up, tried to backhand it, and she hit that one into the net. So that's going to make it 13-18, and Eunice trails by 5. Allison Dixon back to serve for Tatum. Throws it up, hits it over. Gaetan, Thompson to Jones. Jones sends it across. Tatum keeps it alive. They set Rice. Rice hits it long, and it is going to be out of bounds, and the Lady Cardinals will get a point off of that one. It's now 14-18. Eunice trails by 4, and in comes Jazzy Klaus. Young lady that has started seeing some significant minutes the last couple weeks. Done a good job from the service line. She has a good serve there. Tatum keeps it alive. Villasenor going to send it across. Villa tried to step in and get a piece of that one. She deflected it sideways. Gaetan ran as hard as she could back over toward the dressing room, trying to get it back in play and just couldn't get there. So Nikki Hernandez back to serve for the Lady Coyotes. She's going to throw it up and hit it over. It's a good one. Klaus with a pretty good first touch. Thompson touches it over. Tatum trying to set it up at the net. They do. And it goes off the hands of Gaetan and into the roof and back down hard. And another point for Tatum. It's 14-20. Kind of been the story of our season.
Yeah.
We start off looking real good, and then the wheels just fall off at points.
Start wobbling, and they wobble themselves off.
Hernandez throws that one across. Gaetan tries to pick it up. She hits it back over the net. Now Tatum trying to set. Gaetan with the first touch there. Oh, and now they're going to call Eunice in the net. Couple of rough first touches there for the Lady Cardinals. It's a 7-point game, 14-21. Nikki Hernandez back to serve again for Tatum. Throws it up, jump serves, hits it across. Klaus's first touch is a good one, goes to Thompson. They set Sarah Reeves. She slams it down. Tatum keeps it in play. Sydney Rice comes running through, and she slams that ball into the net, and it's now 15-21, and that'll send Chloe Jones back to the service stripe. It must have been tight little pigtail day today, because half the Tatum players and half the Eunice players have those same ones. Mariscal hit that ball into the net for Tatum. That'll give Eunice a point, makes it 16-21, and it'll send Chloe Jones back to the service line again.
Yeah, a lot of little ponytails out there tonight.
Jones throws that one up, hits it across. Tatum struggling with it, but they keep it alive. Reeves, Thompson, they set up Gaetan. Gaetan hits it across. It gets deflected, and then Tatum sends it back. Chloe Jones with the first touch, over to Thompson. Thompson going to set Reeves. Reeves hits it off the block, and it goes out of bounds, and that'll be a Lady Cardinal point off the Reeves kill.
17-21.
On the comeback here, it's a 4-point game. Chloe Jones still at the service line. Throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Tatum keeps it alive, though. They're going to set up in the corner, hit it across. Reeves partially deflected it at the net, but deflected it opposite where she had help. And that ball finds the floor, and it's 22-17. Eunice trails by 5. I believe this is Sydney Rice back at the service line. Throws it up, hits it over. It's long. Villa keeps it in play. Thompson gets it to Reeves, and Reeves hits it way into the corner. All the Tatum players were hollering out, and it finds the corner, and it is in. It's 18-22. So that'll send the freshman, Maylene Villa, back to the service stripe for the Lady Cardinals. Villa throws it up, jump serves, hits it over. It's a pretty good one. Tatum had a little struggle with it, and they just bump it across. They're going to call her for the double hit, or a lift is what they used to call it back in my younger days. That makes it a 3-point game, 19-22. Villa, the freshman, back to serve again. Throwing it up, hitting it over. It's a good one. Tatum struggling with it. They do keep it alive this time, though. Chloe Jones picks it up. Villa going to set Thompson. Thompson hits it long. Tatum keeps it alive. They're going to set up Villasenor. She slammed it hard, going up high with Sarah Reeves, who blocked it right back down on the Tatum side. And we've got a 2-point game here in set number 1. It's 22-20. Villa throws it up, hits it over. It's another good one. Tatum gets it in the air, though, and they're going to set it up into the corner. Was Villasenor. Good save there by the Cardinals, and Gaetan hits that one right into the net. She kind of looked like she tripped when she went to jump to hit it. So you've got a 3-point ball game here as Avery Hennard goes back to the service stripe. Eunice trails by 3. She hits it across. The first touch by Klaus goes up under the net. Villa tried to get to it to keep it back in play, and she stepped on the line, and we've got a 24-20 set point game, and Eunice going to take a timeout here to see if they can talk about it.
Okay, we'll go back through these sponsors again. Devon Energy, Herrera's Oilfield Service, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Guns Up Services, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline, LLC, Redbird Garage, Cardinal Hardware, Lobo Trucking, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, DT8 Services and Rental, and Parker Energy Services. Without y'all, we couldn't be here. Wouldn't be doing this.
So Tatum and Eunice both back out on the floor after the timeout. Tatum was set point, and Avery Hennard, number 3, back to serve. Klaus's first touch goes over backwards. Villa keeps it in play, though, and then a good shot over the net by Thompson. Tatum just going to send it back. Chloe Jones with the first touch. Sets up Villa. Villa hits it across, or sets up Reeves. Reeves hits it across. That ball gets hit at the net, and they're going to call, I don't know who they called.
I'm not sure. Somebody was in the net.
I guess they called Tatum in the net, so that makes it 21-24. It's a 3-point set. So senior Sarah Reeves goes back to serve. She hits that one, and Tatum wasn't sure whether they wanted it or not. Kind of deflected it last minute. And we've got is it a 2-point
game?
2-point ball game, 24-22. Reeves throws it up, hits it over. She gets it in play. They're going to set up out here on the wide side of the wing. That is Dixon, and she hits it long. And we've got a 1-point set. The whole season has went this way. These girls are going to give me heart problems.
Heart failure here.
Reeves throws that one up, hits it across. Tatum gets it into the air. They're going to try to set it up on the outside. Reeves with the first touch. Thompson hits it deep. Tatum keeps it alive. They're going to set up Villasenor, and she just sends it across. Chloe Jones with the first touch to Villa. They set Gaetan. Gaetan hits it over. Tatum going to set it up in the middle, hurrying for it, and that ball's going to fall out of bounds. Luckily, and we got a tie ball game, 24-24, and now Tatum wants to talk about it, and they take the timeout. You know, it's like we've said all year, this is how all of our games have went.
We're just like hanging right in there.
We may lose 3-0, but every set will be close. Then when you look at our record, you're like, man, we're 2-16. We must be terrible. But even against teams like Texaco and Cloudcroft and some of the best teams in the state, this is the way they've all been.
Yep.
And so they've all been competitive. We'll have a set or two here and there where we get blown out, but most of them, especially
real
up
close.
to about 18-19, are very competitive.
Yep. I just don't know why they
play when they want to.
I mean, just a matter of a couple of 3 points, and we'd be
Reeves back, throws
almost.
it up, hits it over. Villasenor, they're going to set her right back. She slams it down. And that is a point for Tatum, and that makes it 25-24. You got to win by 2, so now Tatum will have the serve. Valeria Mariscal is back to serve for the Lady Coyotes.
Now we got set point.
Here goes Mariscal. She's going to dribble, crosses over, goes behind her back between her legs, throws it up, hits it over. Haley Jones with that first touch goes back over to Tatum's side. Thompson does a good job keeping it alive. Gaetan hits it deep. Tatum keeping it in play. They're going to set up Hernandez, who hits it across. Chloe Jones, or no, that's Villa comes running in. It was Jones that saved it, and then Villa that hit it long. Villa keeps that one alive. Jones hits it back toward the middle. Mariah McGuire then sends it across. Tatum trying to set it up out wide. They do, and that was Villasenor who slammed it right into the chest and arms of Haley Jones, and that'll be point number 26. And at the end of one, Tatum wins 26-24. So 26-24, Eunice loses set number 1. As I mentioned, that is the story of our lives.
Man, I'll tell you what.
It has just been that way all year, and I mean, it doesn't matter who we play. I mean, this Tatum team is, over the last 10 games or so, has played well, and they've played themselves into a, they're teeter-tottering depending on which
jump up in there.
Yeah, between the coaches poll and Max Preps, they're jumping around right around that number 10 spot. I think they're 10 in one poll, 12 in the other, and the Lady Cards just played them a 26-24 set. But unfortunately, when you look at volleyball scores, it's 1-0.
Yep, exactly. You got to get there.
Yep.
Talk about some of our sponsors here: Parker Energy, Brett and Penny, BTA Service and Rental, Chad Howler. We may not have time to go through these sponsors.
I don't think you're going to, especially.
I had 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
These girls are ready to play. Eunice Pump and Supply, Becky Nogelmeyer, Brandon Matthews, and crew. Eunice Health Clinic, Brian Elma Romero, Aaron Pascal, and all the gang. Eunice Public Schools, Dwayne Haynes, Cynthia Sims, Rosendo, Matt Coy, Kenny Reed, Mrs. Hahn, David Gallegos, and all the teachers and staff. City of Eunice, Billy Hobbs, Shannon Cummings, Lobo Trucking, Cardinal Hardware, Davis and Myers family, Redbird Garage, Josh and Erica Jones. They got a little one out here too tonight.
Yep, they do.
Devon Energy, and they're hiring folks. NMR Pipeline LLC, the Bettis family, Stacy Pop, Redbird Gas, the other Parker, Mr. Bart Parker, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, John Dean and Maureen Davis, Guns Up Services, Thompson family, Debbie's Country Kitchen. Everybody knows Debbie. Eat there a lot. And Herrera's Oilfield Service. And we're ready for match set number 2.
Yeah, they're both teams out here. Eunice will be serving to start off. They're going to start with Jazzy Klaus at the service line. They've cleared the time that was remaining on the clock, and we're getting ready to get started. Shout out to my Uncle Kenny Jones. He's been having health issues again. Our thoughts and prayers with you.
Prayers for him.
There's that first serve by Jazzy Klaus, and it goes out of bounds by about 1.5 feet. And so 1 point for the Tatum Lady Coyotes, and they'll get the serve. So coming into the ball game is, I believe that is number 9. Is that 9? That is a 9, and I don't have a 9 on my roster. And I downloaded this roster straight off Max Preps. So throwing it up, hitting it over is Tatum. First touch there by Klaus goes up into the net. Thompson tried to get up there and pick it up from the edge of the net off the deflection, couldn't get it, and it's 2-0, Tatum in the lead. So back to serve for Tatum is number 9. My apologies, I do not have her on my roster. Throwing it up and hitting it over is number 9. Gaetan's first touch goes straight up in the air. Thompson does a real good job hustling back to keep it in play. Reeves spikes that one down and gets it in play.
Hit it with her foot.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Yeah, you can. You can hit it with any part of your body, your head, your shoulder. 11 kicked that ball up in the air to keep it alive. And then
like
it goes
soccer duel right there.
Yeah, it goes out off the side. Klaus with the first touch. Thompson going to set up Jones. Jones slams that one hard, and she's going to get the kill as Aubrey Young tried to come in and pick it up off the floor, but Jones hit it with enough force that it went off her hands and up into the bleachers, and that'll send Chloe Jones back to the service stripe. Eunice trails 1-3. Throwing it up and hitting it over is Jones. She hits it toward the back, and it hits the libero trying to move out of the way, right in the back of her legs. She was trying to get out of the way, which it would have been in it anyway.
Yeah.
And that makes it 2-3. Eunice trails by 1. So back to the service stripe again is Chloe Jones, throwing it up and hitting it over. Tatum gets that one alive. They set it up out wide for number 3, Hennard. She goes up and swings hard at it. It gets into the net. And then Tatum hits it again. That's 4 hits, and we've got a tie ball game. Chloe Jones with 3 service points ties it up, and she's back at the service stripe again. Hitting it deep. Tatum keeps it in play. They're going to set it up in the middle for Rice. Rice slammed it down hard, but keeping it alive was Thompson, and Eunice sends it across. They're going to set her up again. Over here is Rice. She got blocked at the net that time by Sarah Reeves. Villa keeps it alive, and then Gaetan hits it right into the net. And we've got a 4-3 game as Tatum leads by 1. Nikki Hernandez back to serve for the Lady Coyotes. Waiting on the officials to give them the whistle. She does, or they do. Throwing it up is Hernandez. She hits it across. It's a good one. Chloe Jones with the first touch to Thompson. Thompson to Reeves. Reeves hits it over. Tatum going to set it up for Mariscal, who hits it over. Villa sets up Reeves. Reeves hits it across, but Tatum keeps it in play again. Now they're just going to have to bump it across. They do. Jazzy Klaus. Oh, Thompson and Reeves comes through and punches it over, and it was a good punch.
Nice.
And she's going to score a point, even the game up 4-4.
And serves go back to Eunice.
So that'll send the freshman, Maylene Villa, back to the service stripe. She's back and ready. Throws it up, hits it over. Tatum keeps it in play. Number 9 is not on my roster. They hit it deep, and it goes out of bounds, and Eunice will pick up a point off the long shot there from Tatum. Villa back to the service line again. Once again, the freshman throws it up, hits it over. She hits a good one. Tatum trying to get them set up in the middle. They set up Hennard, who hits it deep, and that one goes out of bounds. That one was headed toward Hobbs.
Yeah, almost knocked the head off a cheerleader.
That's right. Woo. And it's now 6-4. Your Lady Cardinals lead by 2 here in set number 2. Villa throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Tatum keeps it alive. They're going to set it up on that right side, slamming it down. It was a good shot by Rice, but Eunice keeps it alive. A little play back and forth at the net. Tatum trying to keep it alive, and they do. Chloe Jones picks that one up. They're going to set Thompson. Thompson rears back and swings, and it hits into the net, and that'll be 6-5. We got a 1-point game. The board still shows 6-4, so maybe I'm wrong.
Well, I got 6-5. We'll take 6-4.
Oh, there it goes. They updated it. So back to serve now is number 14. That's Drennan Young, and her serve goes into the net. And that'll give the Lady Cards another point. Into the game comes Mariah McGuire. Out goes Jazzy Klaus. And Sarah Reeves back to the service line. Eunice with a 2-point lead. Sarah with a good serve. They're going to set it up over on the front side. The ball goes into the net, partially blocked. Eunice trying to keep it alive. The ball goes off Villa's hands and out of bounds, and that makes it 7-6. Eunice leads by 1. Looks like we've got some subs coming in on the Tatum side. Back to serve for Tatum is number 3. That's Avery Hennard. She hits that ball right in front of Haley Jones. Haley trying to dive up to get to it. Couldn't quite get to it. It finds the floor.
Tie ball game.
And Hennard gets the ace. She's back to serve again, and we got a 7-7 game. 7 up, like the drink.
7 up.
They're going to set Gaetan on this backside. She hits it across. Tatum keeps it in play. Hitting it deep, and out the backside is Villasenor, and that ball is out of bounds. Chloe started to stick her hands up there to get it, ducked at the last minute, and it was close. The Tatum fans wanted a touch.
Those are hard to lay off of,
That's
too.
right. Gaetan with a good serve, keeping it alive is Tatum. They do get it across the net. Villa going to set it up for Chloe Jones, who hits it deep. Tatum keeps it in play, though. They set Villasenor at the net. A partial block by Mariah McGuire. She's up there again. Villa picks that one up. Chloe Jones keeps that one alive off the net, and then McGuire hit it into the net. So we've got showing 8-8 on the scoreboard. Back to serve is Mariscal. Mariscal's ready, throws it up, hits it over. It's a good serve. Thompson, Villa, and they're going to call Villa for the double hit as she was trying to hit it backwards to Jones on the backside. We've now got a 9-8 game. Tatum in the lead. Back to serve is Mariscal. She throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Mariah McGuire keeps it in play. They set Thompson. Thompson hits it over right into that little open space in the middle, and we've got another tie game, 9-9 in set number 2.
Just neck and neck here.
Reminder that Tatum won set number 1 24-26, and it was like this the whole way.
Yep.
The freshman, Thompson, back to serve, throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one, and she's going to get an ace as a couple of Coyotes couldn't get to it. It gets deflected off of and out of bounds. So Kara Thompson heads back to the service line. Another one of those freshmen on this Lady Cardinal team. Throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Tatum keeps it in play. They're going to set it up right in the middle for number 6. That's Dixon. Thompson sets Jones. Jones hits it deep. Tatum struggling with it. They do keep it alive, and then it finds the floor. And so that long cross-court shot by Jones causes problems, and a point for the Lady Cardinals. It's 9-11. The Lady Cards lead by 2, and Kara Thompson back to serve again. Her serve is giving them some troubles. She hits that one nice, and Tatum struggling with it. They set it up over for Hernandez, who air mails that one. She tried to hit that one back home to Tatum. It's 12-9. The Lady Cards lead by 3.
Yeah, she's got a really good serve coming over that net.
Thompson back to serve again, throws it up, hits it over. Tatum keeps it in play. They send it over into the middle. Hernandez hits it across. Gaetan for Eunice. They're going to set up Mariah McGuire. She hits it deep. It's deflected off a Tatum player. That was Drennan Young, and it finds its way out of bounds. It's 13-9. The Lady Cards lead by 4. Kara Thompson heads back to the service line again. She's on a little bit of a roll here. I probably shouldn't say that. My baseball critics will be on me. Thompson throws it up, hits it over. It's a good serve. Tatum does get it in the air, though. They set it up over on the side. Oh, and what a shot there by Villasenor, and we almost had a save. You had a little double team action going on over there, and Eunice just couldn't quite keep it in play. So back to serve for Tatum is Villasenor. She throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Chloe Jones with a good first touch over to Thompson, and then Villa hits it across. And they're going to call Tatum touching up in the net. They called number 1. That's Nikki Hernandez. She didn't like the call. I wasn't looking that direction. It was like completely away from the play.
It's got to be a good call.
14-10. That's right. Jazzy Klaus back to serve. She hits it over. Tatum gets it in the air. They're going to set up Sydney Rice, who hits it long. Thompson does a good job keeping it alive. Villa going to set Jones, and Jones went up and slammed it hard, but she hit it right into a double block. And unfortunately for the Lady Cards, they blocked it right back over into the middle of the Cardinal defense, and it found the floor, and it's 14-11. The Lady Cards lead by 3. So back is number 6. This is Allison Dixon. She throws it up, hits it over. It's going to find its way over. What a play by Klaus, and then Jones gets it across. Ball gets deflected at the net. Tatum trying to keep it alive. Jones picks it up. They're going to set it back to Chloe Jones. She slams it hard, Tatum trying to get to it, and they do. They get it back across. Reeves hits it down, but Tatum blocks it back their way. And then a good shot by Villa to get back in play. We've got quite a scramble going here.
Quite a volley going here now.
Gaetan sets up Reeves. Reeves hits it hard. It finds the floor, and the Lady Cards lead by 4. It's 15-11.
Looking good, looking good.
15-11 is the score. The Lady Cards lead by 4, and Chloe Jones, the senior, heads back to the service stripe. She throws it up, hits it over.
Nice.
Tatum struggling with it, and they get it into the net, and Chloe Jones with a service point. It's 16-11. The Lady Cards lead by 5.
Looking good right now, looking good.
Chloe Jones back to serve again, throws it up, hits it over. Tatum struggles with that one, but they're going to set it up on the outside for Hernandez. She sends it across. Chloe Jones picks it up. Thompson, Sarah Reeves slams it down. Tatum trying to get to it. They do. Rice just going to send it over. Gaetan to Thompson. Thompson sets up Villa. Villa hits it deep. Tatum puts it back in front of the net. Trying to hit it over was Rice, and she just tried to touch it over, and she touched it right into the net. And your Lady Cardinals lead 17-11.
Nice.
And the Tatum Lady Coyotes want to take a timeout and talk about
this. All right, Parker Energy Services, BTH Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Lobo Trucking, Devon Energy, Herrera's Oilfield Services, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Guns Up Services, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Garage, Cardinal Hardware.
You know, we didn't talk about it at the beginning, but this Cardinal team is missing one of their main starters in that front line, and that is Miss Pierce. She is out today due to an ankle injury. That's Michaela Pierce, so she is not playing. Jones throws this one up, hits it over, and she's going to get another ace. And Chloe Jones with another service point. It's 18-11. The Lady Cardinals extending the lead. Jones back to serve again. Here's the whistle from the official. They send it over. Tatum hits it up into the air, trying to get set for Hernandez. They send it across. Chloe Jones picks that one up to Thompson. Thompson sets Reeves. Reeves hits it into the middle. Tatum struggles with it, and Reeves with a kill point. It's 19-11 on the scoreboard. That'll send Chloe Jones back to the line
Dr.
again.
Jekyll right here, buddy.
Chloe Jones back. She's ready. Throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Tatum dives to save it. They just hit it across. Chloe Jones picks it up to Thompson. Thompson to Gaetan. And they're going to call Tatum up with a double hit on that lift. And that makes it 20-11. And Chloe Jones, the senior, still at the service line.
She can go ahead and serve 5 more for what all I'm concerned.
Would be nice. Jones throws it up, hits it over. Tatum trying to keep it alive. They struggle with that one, but they're going to send it back over. Klaus, Thompson. Thompson tries to set Reeves. There's a scramble at the net. The ball finds the floor, and it's 20-12 as Tatum scores a point, and that'll send Nikki Hernandez back to the service line for the Lady Coyotes. Hernandez back and ready, throws it up on the run and jump serve, and she hits it right into the net to make it 21-12.
Yeah, those are what you call gimmies, and we like it when we get them. We don't like it when we give them.
Maylene Villa back to serve, the freshman. Throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Tatum struggles with it at the net, and they're just going to bump it over. Villa with a good save there, and Gaetan just sends it across. Tatum trying to set it up in the front again. They do, and Rice comes through, and man, did she hit that one hard. Unfortunately for Tatum, she hit it hard enough. It was headed for Lovington last time I saw it leave the gym, and it's a point for the Lady Cardinals.
Call the Wildcat, have them bring it back.
Villa hits that one across on the serve. Tatum struggles with the first touch. Thompson, Villa to Gaetan. Gaetan sends it across. Tatum going to set it up over on the side for Mariscal, who hits that ball into the net. We got a 23-12 game here in set number 2. Maylene Villa back to serve for the Lady Cardinals. The freshman throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Tatum keeps it in the air, though. They're going to set it up on the outside for Rice. She sends it over. Villa to Gaetan to Reeves, who sends it across. Tatum going to quickly set Rice on this backside, and she swung hard again, and she knocked that one up. That one was headed to Dora. It's 24-12. The Lady Cardinals are at set point here with the freshman Villa at the service stripe. She throws it up, hits it over, and hits it out of bounds.
Oh, man.
24-13, Lady Cards lead by 9. So number 7, that's Sydney Rice, heads to the service stripe for Tatum. Throws it up, hits it over. It's a long one. It goes off it was going out of bounds. Klaus tried to reach in there and get it. It goes off her hands.
Yeah, that was a rocket. She probably could have let that one go on right on by.
24-14. I said it was a 9-point game a while ago. It wasn't. It was 11. Now it's a 10-point game.
10.
Thompson's ball goes off the ceiling and finds the floor. It's 24-15. Now it's a 9-point game. I was seeing the future. Rice back to serve again. Throws it up, hits it over. It's a long one, and it was another one that was headed out of bounds, and Klaus tried to get to it, and she touches it, and it goes out of bounds. It's 24-16. 4 straight points.
I know they're hard to lay off
Tatum.
of, but we got to lay off of those when they're eyeball level.
Throwing it up and hitting it is Rice, and that one goes long, and Klaus jumped out of the way that time, and 25-16 is your score.
Nice,
here
nice.
in set number 2, and we've got a tie overall game here at 1 set apiece.
1 set apiece. That's the way we like it. We'd rather have 2-0, but we'll take 1-1.
Yeah, what a play or what a set there by the Lady Cardinals as they pick up the win. Lady Cards win set number 2. We've got a 1-1 set, and that is the Lady Cardinals team that we have seen in Spouts. We haven't seen it a lot, but we've seen it for 10 points a set, for 15 points a set, and then a lot of times the wheels fall off.
That's the team that beat the Texaco team,
in a set.
Boom.
And that's what I'm saying.
Like,
we've shown we're capable. We just struggled to make it happen a whole game. This would be a perfect place
to get started
to
doing
do
that.
it.
Yep.
You know, Tatum right now is at 3-3 for the season as far as the district goes.
Right.
Loving is at 3-3. Eunice right now is at 1-4. A win here today and a win in one of their games next week puts them in business, you know, for a top 2 finish in the district.
Yeah.
And so they've still got a shot, although it's a long one. They've got a shot to squeeze in here and surprise people.
Right?
Yeah.
Ain't over to what is it, the fat lady sings, but we can't say that anymore, can we?
Now you might hurt somebody's feelings nowadays. They got lots of sayings that we used to say that now you hurt somebody's feelings.
People got to quit wearing their feelings on their shoulders and all
I
that.
concur. And their sleeves and everywhere else that they
go
wear.
Go out there and get more sun, get your skin a little thick.
Shout out to my man Lynn White. I've mentioned this several times. I'm going to keep mentioning it. He was voted to be inducted into the Lee County Sports Hall of Fame. Leonard Skinner, we love you, man, and we're proud of you. You did that, and man, you deserve it, so we appreciate you.
I can't think of a more deserving person for that.
He's going to have his name and picture in there beside the greats like Ralph Tasker, Brian Urlacher, Ronald Ross, people like that, and Lynn White standing right in there with a smile and a thumbs
Big old
up.
Smile.
That's right, and he's over there setting his right now
I seen his
as well.
car when I got here this afternoon.
Yeah, he's in his normal spot over there. So this set will be back to serve for the Tatum Lady Coyotes. It'll be number 6, Allison Dixon. We've got a tie, game right now, 1 set apiece. Dixon back to serve. There goes the whistle, and we're ready to start set number 3. Throwing it up and hitting it over. Jones with a good first touch to Thompson. Thompson to Villa. Villa's shot. She gets blocked at the net in that double block as she tried to spike it down, but you had 2 girls there that probably outsized her by about 6 inches each, and they went up and blocked it back down. It's 1-0. Tatum with the next serve. Haley Jones sends that one up toward the net, and then Thompson trying to get it over. They're going to call her for being up in the net, I'm assuming. Yeah. So that makes it 2-0 is what the scoreboard shows. I'll go with that. Dixon throws it up, hits it over. Villa keeps it in the air. They're going to set up Chloe Jones in the middle. She hits it across. Back over into the middle comes the ball, still trying to keep it alive, and it gets double touched there by Villa and Thompson. They were both swinging at it. It goes out of bounds, and it's 3-0. Tatum with the early lead here. Tatum's back to serve again. That was Dixon. She hits it across. Jones picks it up into the air. They set up Chloe Jones. She runs right up through the middle, hits it across, but Tatum keeps it alive. And then Tatum sets up Sydney Rice, and she says, let me show you something. And she slams it down, and Eunice wants to talk about it as they trail 4-0 here in set number 3.
I almost hit Lynn over there in his chair. Now
I don't even know if he'd have moved.
No, he probably would have blocked it.
So 4-0 here in set number 3. And, we've got a good one. We also want to talk about Saturday. Saturday is the first round of the state playoffs. Your numerous time state champion Eunice Cardinals will be hosting Escalante. Escalante, in my opinion, has got one of the neatest looking football fields that I've ever seen, as they've got the red turf. It's pretty interesting looking. And so, anyway, they're coming down here to play on our green turf.
Well, I'm glad we're not playing on the red turf. Anyway.
Yeah, me too. That's a long ways up there. Dixon throws this one up, hits it over.
Oh, my goodness.
Chloe Jones was coming in to hit it. Her and Gaetan collide. The ball finds the floor. It's 5-0. Eunice trails big here in set number 3.
All right, time to get it together, ladies.
Dixon back to serve again. Throws it up, hits it over. Villa with the first touch. Jones to Villa. They hit it across. Tatum struggling with it at the front. Now they're going to set up Hernandez. She tries to hit it down, and a good double block there by the Lady Cardinals. And the Lady Cards get their first point, 5-1. The libero goes out. That's Haley Jones. In comes Sarah Reeves. Out goes Mariah McGuire, and in comes Jazzy Klaus to do the serving duties. Klaus steps back, throws it up, hits it over. It spins right off the top of the net, makes it across. Tatum sets up number 3. That's Hennard. Tatum struggling with it at the net. Reeves. The group had done a really good job keeping that ball alive. Reeves didn't know where the ball went, so she just covered her head, and she happened to be right where everybody needed to be able to get the ball back across.
Cover your head, run.
Yes. Yep, or look up or do something.
Wow.
6-1 is the score. Throwing it up, hitting it over is Hernandez. First touch by Jones. They're going to set Jones. She spins it down the net and scores a point for the Lady Cardinals. Chloe Jones with a nice little shot off the Thompson set there. 2-6 is the score, and Chloe Jones, the senior, back to serve. Throws it up, hits it over. Tatum gets it into the air. They're going to set it up on the back row. That was Villasenor, and she hit it into the net. So it's 6-3. Eunice on a little mini run here.
A mini run. We can turn a mini run into a major run if we want to.
Chloe Jones throws it up, hits it over.
Nice.
Tatum struggled with that one, but they do get it into the air. And then they're just going to bump it across. Villa, Thompson sets Reeves. Reeves sends it over. Tatum trying to set it up on that backside, and they do. A really nice touch by Mariscal, and she finds a little gap in the middle of the defense there, and it finds the floor, and it's 7-3.
14 coming in to serve.
That's Drannon Young. She heads back to the service stripe, and she's one of those that serves from the opposite side as compared to where most people serve.
Right.
Throws it up, hits it over. It's a good serve, too.
Oh.
It's a nice one. You know, our defense, as I mentioned that, she serves from over here. Our defense has rotated that other side. As you can tell, they're kind of rotated that way. 5 of your players are in that half of the floor. This time she sends it into the middle. Jones got underneath it, but Villa stuck her hand out and hit it as well, trying to help. And it's 9-3. The Lady Cards trail by 6. Back to serve is Young. She throws it up, hits it over. Chloe Jones with the first touch to Thompson. Thompson to Gaetan. Gaetan spins it over the top of the block. Tatum comes right back the other way with Mariscal. And then Reeves sends one cross corner. She called that one in that back deep corner and scores a point for the Lady Cards. What a shot by the senior, Sarah Reeves.
Making it 4-9 favor of Tatum.
Tatum with a 5-point lead here. And back to serve is Villa, the freshman. Villa back and ready. Throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Tatum keeps it alive, though. And then Reeves got lucky there. She got close because she kind of jumped up like she was going to try to slam it down, reached up over the top of the net, and she's just long enough that she got away with it. So I'm glad she did. It's 9-5, working hard to make a living, and Villa will hit that one across.
Working hard to win a volleyball.
That's right. They set Hernandez in the back.
Hernandez. She hit one of her own girls.
No, that's Rice. Rice rears back and slams that one. It goes under the net and hits Reeves right in the midsection.
And she'll be glad to take it. Get that point.
Villa back, throws it up, hits it over. Tatum keeps it in the air. The ball hits the ceiling, deflects off.
We got a 2-point game. 7-9.
Shout out to Kenny Jones. He's listening. We're thinking about you. 7-9. We got a 2-point game. Eunice trying to claw back into it. The freshman Villa sends it across. Tatum gets it into the air. They're going to set up Villasenor, who hits it deep. Jones picks it up. They set up Thompson. Thompson hits it deep. Tatum keeps it alive. They set up Villasenor, and she hit that one toward Hobbs. It was last seen headed up the North Loop, going past the Carbon Black plant. It's 8-9. Villa back to serve again. She's on a run. Throws it up, hits it over, and just as I said that, she hits it into the net, and it's 8-10. Eunice trails by 2.
What did Rosendo say? You jinxed her.
Yep. So back to the service right now is Tatum's Avery Hennard.
He's one of the few that don't go all the way back to the wall to serve.
She hits it across. Klaus keeps it in play. Reeves hits that one into the net, and it's a 3-point game, 8-11. So Hennard headed back to serve again. That's Avery, number 3. Takes a couple of hard dribbles, spins it around, throws it up. Oh, and that one goes off the side of the arms of Thompson and out of bounds. And Hennard on a 4-point run. Eunice had clawed back into this thing, and now they're watching that lead extend again. Hennard hits that one over. Thompson with a first touch. Villa sets up Gaetan, and Gaetan hits that one into the block and into the net, and that'll be a point for the Lady Cards. What a shot there by Gaetan, and she's got a big smile on her face saying, hey, I did that. Sarah Reeves back to serve. It's a 3-point game. The senior serve is up, and it's a good one. Tatum keeps it alive, though, and they set Villasenor, who just hits it across. Gaetan going to set up McGuire. McGuire hits it deep. Tatum keeps that one alive. They set it up on the back row for number 7. That was Rice, and she hit it out of bounds.
Put the sledgehammer out.
And it's 10-12. Eunice trails by 2, trying to get back into this thing. Sarah Reeves back to serve. The senior throws it up, hits it over. Tatum with a good first touch. They set Villasenor. She hits it into the net.
I think they hit it like 4 times.
Yeah, the ball never crossed the top of the net, but they didn't call it that way, and Tatum keeps it alive. They're going to set her up again, and they hit it long. And that'll go out of bounds.
Yeah, they hit that ball like 5 times.
Yeah, I agree. And it's a 1-point ball game here, 12-11, as the Lady Cardinals and Sarah Reeves, the senior, back to the service stripe. She hits that one. It's a good one. Tatum keeps it in the air. They're going to just hit it across now. Jones with the first touch. Villa going to set up Thompson. Ball gets hit up at the net, ends up across. Tatum keeps it alive, though, and now they're just going to have to send it back. Chloe Jones to Villa. Villa going to set up Gaetan. Gaetan just bumps it over, and Tatum's going to have a shot now. And Villasenor keeps that one alive. They set McGuire. McGuire battling. We've got a heck of a net battle going right here. Tatum rears back and swings at that one and hits it into the net.
We've got a tie game, Jimmy.
And it's 12 apiece here in set number 3.
Nice.
And Sarah Reeves heads back to the service stripe for Tatum, or for Eunice. She hits it across. Tatum with a good first touch. They're going to set Villasenor, and she hits it into the net. And then Eunice with their first lead of set number 3. It's 13-12. Sarah back to serve. The senior throws it up, hits it over. Misplayed by Tatum, but then they get it back in the air. Chloe Jones picks it up for Eunice. Mariah McGuire hits that one into the net. Eunice trying to get it back over and couldn't. And now we got a tie game the other way, or tie game 13-13. Whew.
Man.
They're making me tired. Valeria Mariscal back to serve for Tatum. In a tie ball game, we're in set number 3. She throws it up, hits it over. Chloe Jones with the first touch. Villa going to set up McGuire. That one goes off a couple of Tatum players, but it ends up back in play, and Tatum sends it across. Jones They're going to set up Thompson. Thompson hits it long, but Tatum keeps it back in play. They set up Villasenor. She hits it hard at Chloe Jones and keeps it alive. And then Thompson rears back and pulls a Coyote, and she knocks that one toward Jal. That one hit the wall in the air.
Yeah, I think it knocked some tiles loose over there.
14-13, Tatum back in the lead. Throwing it up and hitting it over is Tatum. Gaetan's ball goes sideways. Villa hits it back to her, and then Gaetan misplayed that one and hit it under the net. It's 15-13. Eunice trails again by 2 after battling back to get the lead. Mariscal back, throws it up, hits it over. Chloe Jones with the first touch, over to Villa. Villa to Mariah McGuire, who hits hers into the net. And it's 16-13, and this stuff is the stuff that irritates me because it's like the wheels just fall off, and I think their coach is thinking the same thing because Coach Skinner's going to take a timeout and say, what are we doing? How can we look so good for so many balls and then just look terrible for about 4 in a row?
All right, let me run on these sponsors again. Parker Energy Service, BTH Service and Rental, Cardinal Hardware, Redbird Garage, Eunice Pump and Supply, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Eunice Health Clinic, Redbird Gas, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Guns Up Services, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Herrera's Oilfield Service, City of Eunice, and Lobo Trucking. And again, don't forget that Devon is hiring in the Eunice area. We're glad to have you over here. What'd you say if they had a 6'4" volleyball or basketball player?
Yeah, those are the kind we like.
We liked it. I mean, we're not recruiting by any means, but we'd love to have you come over and apply and go to work.
16-13 is the score. Back to serve is Mariscal. She's ready to go. She's going to throw it up and hit it over. It's a good one. Chloe Jones with the first touch to Villa. Villa going to set it cross court to Gaetan. Gaetan just bumps it across. Tatum going to set it up on the outside. That is Hernandez, and Hernandez hits it long, and it is out.
2-point game.
I heard a lot of the Tatum faithful not liking the call, but from my view, that looked like it was a good 2 or 3 feet long. I didn't even think it was close, but they didn't like the call. Gaetan rears back, hits that one long, and that one's the return favor to us. We hit it about 2 feet long.
That was about the same as it looked on the other end to me.
Yes. So back to serve now is Luann Villasenor. Villasenor been one of their good athletes the last couple of years. Throws it up, hits it over. It's into that back corner. Thompson was under it, and then at the last second she moved out of the way, and it finds that back corner. 14-18, the Lady Cards trailed by 4 in a game that they had battled all the way back and took the lead. So back to serve is Villasenor. She throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Gaetan's first touch goes up into the net, and the Lady Cards can't get there, and there's another mistake that leads to another Tatum point. It's 19-14. So back to serve again is Villasenor. She throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Gaetan's first touch goes into the ceiling, but Villa keeps it alive. Thompson hits it across. Tatum's Hernandez just going to send it back. Gaetan to Villa. They set up Jones. Jones hits it across. Villa keeps it alive on the return. Thompson tried to punch it over as that ball was coming at her down the side, and that ball finds our side, and it's 14-20 after all that battling. And now we're down 6.
Some more battling to do.
So throwing it up is Villasenor. She hits it across. It's a good one. It deflects off the top of the net, but Eunice keeps it alive. That was Gaetan, and the ball finds the floor. And what a pick up there by Gaetan. She was like, hey, I owe us one.
Not sure how she done it, but she done it.
15-20 is the score. The freshman, Kara Thompson, back to the service line. Throws it up. Hits it over. It's a good one. Tatum can't get to it, and it's an ace. Eunice trails by 4. 16-20 is your score. We're in set number 3. Tatum won the first set. Eunice won the second set, and we've had a tough game here in this set. And Thompson hits that one into the net. It's 16-21. So back to serve for the Lady Coyotes is Allison Dixon. Dixon ready, throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Chloe Jones with the first touch. Thompson going to set Chloe up. She hits it cross court, and it's going to find the floor. Chloe Jones with the kill off the Thompson set.
Nice.
It's 17-21. The Lady Cards back within 4. That'll send Jazzy Klaus into the game on the substitution, and she'll go to the service line. Klaus back and ready. 17-21 is the score. Klaus hits that one right into the net for a Tatum point, and that'll send Tatum to 22, Eunice 17, and Nikki Hernandez will be back to serve for Tatum. She steps back, throws it up, running jump serve, hits it deep. Klaus with a good first touch. They set up Jones. Jones hits it cross court. Tatum keeps it alive. They're going to just send it across as Mariscal. Gaetan to Thompson to Reeves. There's a 50-50 ball at the net. Tatum going to come away with it, hits it down the side and out of bounds. That was Sydney Rice. And we got a 4-point game, and Chloe Jones heads back to the service line. The senior trailing by 4. Throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Tatum gets it into the air, though. They're going to set up Hennard, and she hits it toward Tatum, and it's 19-22. This looking like that last set.
Yep.
Jones back in there again for the serve. Throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Tatum does keep it alive, though. They're going to set it up out here for Mariscal. She gets blocked at the net by Reeves, and now Tatum just going to send it across. Klaus to Thompson to Reeves. Reeves spins that one off the top of the net and onto the Cardinals, or onto the Tatum side, and it's 22-20, and Tatum says, we want to talk about it. We'll take a timeout.
That ain't right.
22-20 here as the Lady Cardinals have fought back twice in this game. They trailed at one point 8-1. Fought back, took the lead at 12-13, then fell apart for about 6-8 points. We're behind big again, and now they've battled right back in, and you've got a 22-20 game here late.
Man, there's enough to make your heart thump, thump, thump.
Reminder, Saturday, 1 o'clock. Our broadcast will probably start about 12:40, but your Eunice Cardinals will be hosting Escalante in the first round of the state playoffs.
And boys, I think are ready. I know they're practiced up, rested up.
Reminder to our alumnus out there, you football alumni that played for the Cardinals on state championship team, Saturday morning between 8 and 9. We're going to cook a little breakfast and meet with the team, feed them. Chloe Jones back to serve, throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Tatum struggling with it. They do get it into the air, though, and send it across. Thompson to Villa. They set Reeves. Reeves just fists it across. They're going to set it up over here for Rice. Rice hits it deep. It goes out of bounds, and your Lady Cardinals are back within 1. It's a 21-22 ball game.
Nice.
Chloe Jones on a run at the service line, and they're going to make some substitutions here. They've got a number 4 that I don't show on my roster, and they bring out Sydney Rice. Chloe Jones back to the service line. She runs it up, throws it up, hits it over. Tatum keeps it in the air. They're going to set Hernandez. Or no, that was Hennard. Eunice does a good job. I believe that was Villa keeping it alive. Chloe Jones with the first touch. Thompson. Gaetan just underhands it back over the net. Tatum going to set it up over on the side, and that was hit right into the net. That was number 4, who we don't have on our roster, and Chloe Jones has led us back about 4 points here from the service stripe. It's 22-22. Jones throws it up, hits it over. Tatum keeps it in the air. They set up Hennard. It gets deflected around, and Eunice gets it across the net. Tatum keeps it alive, though. They set it backside. Villa tried to get in there and get it. She reached in front of Thompson, who was in place, but they deflected out of bounds, and we've got a 23-22 game here in set number 3.
Woo. It's too close for comfort.
Coming into the game is Drannon Young. Young lady had a real good service run earlier from back there. Eunice going to need to break this serve here if they got any chance. Drannon Young back to the service. She sets from this other side, hits it across. Jones tries to dive forward and get to it, and it goes off the side of her hands, out of bounds. It's 22-24. See, she comes over here and see how many. We've only got 2 people on this side of the court. Everybody else is over there, and we have struggled with this. Here it is again, and we did it again. We didn't adjust. We made no adjustment, and she scores again. It's 25-22, and Tatum takes set 3.
Dadgummit.
Yeah, I'm not a volleyball specialist by any means of the imagination, but I will tell you that every time that young lady comes to the service stripe, she moves over here to this left side. We don't adjust our defense, and she hits it either to that middle or to this left side, and we don't have that many people over there. Our whole team is in like an unbalanced side to the other way, and maybe that's how it's supposed to be. I don't know, but it ain't worked.
Ain't worked. It hadn't worked yet, has it?
Not when that young lady's up to serve. She's gave us fits.
Okay, well, I'm going to run a spot. We got 2 minutes and 20-something seconds.
They don't ever make it the whole time.
So Parker Energy Service, Brett and Penny Parker, Cardinal Hardware, Davis and Myers family, Redbird Garage, Josh and Erica Jones, and I think Rosita's, that's the original Erica Jones. I don't know. BTH Service and Rental, Mr. Chad Howler, Eunice Pump and Supply, Becky Nogemeyer, Brandon Matthews and crew, Devon Energy, and they are hiring. And we're just joking about all the big football, basketball, volleyball players, but if you got them, you can bring them. We won't keep them away, right? NMR Pipeline, LLC, Eunice Health Clinic, Brian, Elma Romero, Aaron Pascal in the game, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, John Dean and Maureen Davis, Redbird Gas, Mr. Bart Parker, Eunice Public Schools, Dwayne Haynes, Cynthia Sims, Rosendo, Matt Coy, Kenny Reed, Mrs. Hahn, David Gallegos, and all the staff. Guns Up Services, Thompson Family, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Miss Debbie, Herrera's Oilfield Services, Lobo Trucking, and the City of Eunice, Mr. Billy Hobbs and Shannon Cummings. Thanks to all of our sponsors. You know, we talk about it all the time. When we first started doing this, we had about 4 or 5 sponsors, and now we could run through them 3 times during the timeout. Now we're lucky to get through them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So Tatum leads here 2-1, 2 sets to 1. All 3 sets have been extremely competitive. Yep. Tatum won the first set 26-24. Eunice won the second set 25-16. Tatum won the third set 25-22 in a set that was 22-22.
Yep.
And so Eunice will get to serve to start off this one.
Not only that, but we tied that thing twice, come back from behind several points twice.
Jazzy Klaus throws it up, hits it over, and it is long and out of bounds. And just like that, we start off 1-0. Tatum with the free point to start the game. Tatum back to serve here. That is Allison Dixon. Dixon back, throws it up, hits it over. It's a good serve. Jones picks it up into the air. Thompson going to set Jones. It gets blocked at the net. Jones sends it back across. Reeves puts it in play. Tatum going to set it up over on the outside, and that was Rice, who they pulled out during that last set. The coach was consulting with her a little bit, and she comes in and makes a really nice little cross bump into that open space that we couldn't get to.
Coach might have got her point across, huh?
And it's 2-0. They set Reeves. Reeves hits it over. Tatum going to set it up for Rice again. Rice deflects that one off the block, and the ball gets hit up to the net. And they're going to call Tatum's number 1. That's Nikki Hernandez for reaching over the top of the net to hit that one before it came over. So 2-1, Eunice trails by 1, and Chloe Jones will head to the service line. Jones back, throws it up, hits it over. Tatum keeps it alive. They're going to set it up out wide for Hennard. Ball gets bumped around at the net. Tatum with it. They set Rice. Rice hits that one into the block of Reeves, and the block off the block goes out of bounds. It's 3-1. Tatum in the lead. Nikki Hernandez back to the service stripe for Tatum. She heads back there. She's ready to go. Gets back to the wall, gets her feet pumping. She looked like she's about to run a sprint, the 100-meter dash. Swings it around, throws it up into the air, hits it over. It's a good one. Chloe Jones with the first touch. Over to Thompson. They set Reeves, and Reeves finds the open space, slams it down in the middle, and we got a 1-point game again. It's 2-3. Back to the service stripe is the freshman, Maylene Villa. Villa back and ready, throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Off the hands of a defender for Tatum, and on the floor, and Villa with the ace.
3-3, tie ball game.
So Villa back again, the freshman ready. We got a 3-3 game, throws it up, hits it over. It's a good serve, but Tatum does keep it alive. Sarah Reeves goes up and blocks the return back the other way, and Eunice with the lead, 4-3. The Tatum faithful hollering at the official. They didn't like something. Villa hits it across. Tatum keeps it in the air, though. They're going to set Rice. Jones picks that one up from the back row, and they set Reeves. Reeves hits that one over the back line and out of bounds, and Tatum will get a point out of that deal. That'll bring in Sydney Rice to the service line. We got a 4-4 tie, and Sydney Rice back at the service stripe. She hits a good one. Jones with the first touch, over to Villa. They're going to try to set up Thompson, but they hit it too long. Jazzy Klaus comes through, keeps it in play, and then Gaetan just sends it across. Tatum going to set it up out here on the right wing for number 4, who's not on our list. She rears back, takes a big swing, and mishits it, and the Lady Cards take the lead 5-4. Coming into the game is Mariah McGuire, going out as Jazzy Klaus. Serving for the Lady Cardinals will be Reeves. Reeves hits it across. Tatum keeps it in play, a little miss-hit ball, and they can't get it across.
Yep,
the ball is hit 4 times, and the Lady Cards get another point. It's 6-4. So back to serve again is Reeves. She hits it across. Hennard keeps it in the air. They're going to set her right back. The ball spins off the net, stays in play. Villa going to set it up for Thompson, and Thompson hits it right into the net, and it's a 1-point game, 6-5. So back will be Avery Hennard to serve for Tatum. She spins it around, throws it up like a Harlem Globetrotter, hits it across. Haley Jones hits it at the net. It goes across. Tatum and Mariah McGuire. And Mariah McGuire reared back and took a swing, and her whole hand hit the center of the net, almost pulled the net down. And so that's another point. 6-6. Hennard hits this one over. Haley Jones struggles to get to that one. It finds the floor. It's 6-7. That was a good serve by Hennard.
Good ace.
7-6. Tatum now in the lead. Hennard back to serve again. Ball gets hit over. Jones plays that one. Haley Jones, it goes off her hands and back out of bounds. It's 6-8. And the Lady Cards trail by 2. So Hennard back again, throws it up, hits it over. Villa with the first touch. Thompson, they're going to set up Mariah McGuire, and she hits it into the net. And it's 6-9, and the Lady Cards went from leading to trailing by 3 here in set number 4.
Now I've noticed some of these serves where they just stand flat-footed and serve are really good serves.
And Hennard hits that one into the net right as you said that. I'm glad you jinxed them. So 7-9 is the score on the board, and Gaetan heads back to serve. She hits this one. It's a good one. Tatum keeps it in play. They're going to set it up out here on the side for Dixon. Nice play there by Haley Jones, who keeps it in play, and then Thompson sends it across. Tatum trying to get to it, and they do. They're going to get it over. Mariah McGuire sends it right over to Tatum. Chloe Jones dives and keeps that one alive. Nice. We've still got a scramble going. Villa going to set it up outside for Thompson, who sends it across. Tatum keeps that one in play. Number 4 rears back. Villa keeps it alive. Jones going to set McGuire, and they're going to call McGuire in the net again. And so they're going to call her for the net again, and that's going to make it 10-7. Back to serve is Mariscal. They're going to call.
Oh, my goodness.
They're going to call Eunice for the rotation. They're calling McGuire for the rotation. And now we got a timeout as Tatum has went from Eunice being in the lead to us scrambling. It's 11-7.
And this is a must-win set for Eunice if we're going to stay in this ball game.
I concur.
Oh, I think she just called a timeout to get a read on where everybody's supposed to be.
So 7-11 is the score. Mariscal back to serve. Throws it up, hits it over. Thompson with the first touch. Then to Villa. Back to Thompson. Thompson finds a gap right in the middle. Hits it down in there. Nice. And it's 8-11. Eunice leads or trails by 3, and Thompson will go to the service strike. So Kara Thompson back ready to serve. They give her the whistle. She throws it up. Hits it right into the net. 8-12. The Lady Cards trail by 4. Tatum going to make some substitutions here. Into the game is a couple of different folks, but back at the service stripe is Luann Villaseñor. Villasenor ready, throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Gaetan struggles with it. Her ball goes up into the top of the net. Thompson tried to just punch it over up there, and the ball finds the floor. It's 8-13. So back to the service line again is Luann Villasenor. Villasenor going to move over here to this left side where we've had troubles. We are rotated this way this time, though, so let's see if that helps. Hitting it across. Gaetan gets it in the air. Thompson going to try to set Jones. Jones hits it cross court. Tatum keeps it in play. They're going to set Rice. Jones with a diving save. Man. Ball gets deflected at the net. Tatum trying to just get it over. They do. A little backhand action there from Tatum. Haley Jones with a good play. Chloe Jones sends it across. Tatum scrambling. They're just going to hit it over. McGuire. They set McGuire back. A deflected ball does come across. They're going to set up Rice. Rice with a little running one-hander. Good job there by Gaetan. Ball gets blocked at the net as Jones went to hit it, and it got blocked at the net. Makes it 8-14. Eunice trails by 6. So coming up to the service line is Villasenor. Villasenor is back, ready, throws it up, hits it across. It's a nice one. Gaetan keeps it alive. Struggles. Jones with a one-hander sends it back across the net.
Oh, my goodness.
A nice shot by Sydney Rice as she slammed it down, and it's 8-15. And the Lady Cards going to talk about it again. Another timeout as the wheels have fallen off for the last several points.
So run down our sponsors again. Parker Energy Service, BTH Service and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Lobo Trucking, Devon Energy, Herrera's Oilfield Service, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Guns Up Services, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Garage, and Cardinal Hardware. And then a reminder that Devon Energy is still hiring in the Eunice area. If you're looking for a job or a new job, come apply at Devon. They're looking.
So 8-15 is the score. This it's been an interesting game, which it's been an interesting, strange season. The whole season has been like this. Every game we've had this year, with the exception of a few, have been like this, where we're in them, we're right there. We just hadn't been able to get the wins. So back to serve is Villasenor, throwing it up and hitting it over. It's a good serve. Jones and Jones run into each other, but they keep the ball alive. Chloe Jones runs up and puts his little fist over. Rice rears back, slams it over. They're going to call Mariah McGuire in the net. They do. They call her in the net. And so Tatum has doubled it up on us now, 16-8. Villasenor back and ready. Stutter steps, throws it up, hits it over. Gaetan with a good first touch. They're going to try to set up Jones at the front. She gets it across. Tatum trying to just bump it at the top. Mariah McGuire. It gets back over to Chloe Jones. Chloe Jones hits it across. Tatum keeps it alive. They're going to set up Rice. Rice rears back, hits that one into the net. And the Lady Cards are down 9-16, trailing 7 as Jazzy Klaus comes in, and she'll go back to the service stripe for the Lady Cards. Klaus throws it up, hits it over, and hits that one right into the net. And it's 17-9. The Lady Cards trail by 8. So back to the service stripe now is Allison Dixon for Tatum. She throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. First touch by Gaetan goes up into the net. Thompson does good to get it across. They set up their libero in the back row. She hits it across. Chloe Jones keeps it alive. And then off that play, trying to come across was Jones. The ball hits off the top edge of the net, falls back down, and it's 9-18. Tatum's doubled on us. They hit it across. Chloe Jones with the first touch. They're going to set her right back over on this right side. She hits it down. Tatum keeps it in play, though. And then Tatum just going to send it across. Klaus, Thompson to Reeves. Reeves slams it down. Villasenor picks it up. Oh, and they spin that one off the top of the net, does Young. Hitting it deep is Villa. Now they're going to set up Rice, who goes cross court with it. Eunice keeps it alive, and Rice cakes it on the top, coming back the other way and slam dunks it, and it's 19-9. Your Cardinals getting taken to the woodshed here in this set. Allison Dixon back to the service stripe, throws it up, hits it over. Klaus Thompson sends it across. They're going to set up Hernandez. Villa keeps that one alive off the deflection. They set Jones. Jones sends it down. Tatum keeps it in play. Rice, Gaetan, Thompson to Jones. Jones sends it over. Hernandez to Thompson. Ball gets up into the net. Jones sends it across. That was a grab and a.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was like a grab and a throw it over the net. The Tatum crowd not liking it, but I usually call a spade a spade. I didn't think there was any doubt about that one.
Yeah, that was definitely a spade.
That looked like a LeBron James alley-oop. Chloe Jones, the senior, back to the service line. Throws it up, hits it over. It's a good serve, but Tatum keeps it in play. They're going to set it to Hernard. She slams it across the net. Reeves was at the net for the block. The block goes off of Reeves and out of bounds, and that is a point for Tatum. It's 20-10. Tatum remains doubled up on the Lady Cardinals. Nikki Hernandez back to the service line. Spins it around, throws it up on the jump serve. Chloe Jones with the first touch to Thompson. Reeves hits it over right into the gap of the defense, and she scores a point. So 20-11. And Villa heads back to the service line. Villa back and ready. Throws it up. Hits it right into the net. 21-11. And so that'll bring in number 14, Drannon Young. She's the one that we've talked about. She's given us some problems on the service.
Yep.
She likes to either go down this left side or into the middle. At least that's what she's done so far. And she comes right down the left side. Chloe Jones there keeps it alive. They set Reeves. Reeves hits it across. They set it up on the outside now for Mariscal. The ball's 50-50 at the net. Reeves sends it across. Now Tatum going to set up Hernandez in the back row. She goes deep. Chloe Jones bumps it over. And now they set Thompson, who just taps it in. Taps it. But Tatum still trying to stay alive. And now we're going to have 4 hits. 12-21 is the score. Eunice trails, and Sarah Reeves will head to the service line for Eunice. She throws it up, hits it over. Tatum keeps it in play. Trying to set it up over here on this outside for Villasenor, and Villasenor hits it into the net. So Reeves back to serve again, 13-21. She hits it over. Good first touch by Tatum, and they're going to set up Villasenor. Villasenor sends it across. Jones with the first touch. Villa going to set up Thompson. Thompson sends it over. Tatum with a little bit of a struggle here, but then they spin it at the top of the net. And Eunice going to set up Thompson. She sends it back the other way. Tatum going to send it cross court to Rice. And diving in was Villa. The ball goes off the side of her hands and over toward the front corner, finds the floor, and it's 13-22. Eunice trails here 2-1. 3 more points for Tatum, and this would be over. Hennard hits it across. Haley Jones with a good first touch. They're going to set up Thompson in the middle. Thompson's ball deflects off the block, but finds the floor, and it's 14-22. The Lady Cardinals trying to stay alive here.
Trying to hang in there by a thread.
Lizzie Gaetan back to serve. She throws it up, hits it over. There's a little last-minute one-hand touch by Villasenor, and now she sends it across. Haley Jones, Villa. Thompson just bumps it over. They're going to set it up on that outside for Mariscal. Haley Jones hits it toward the middle, and it goes into the net, and it's 14-23 as Eunice hanging on by the chin of their chinny chin, or the hair on their chinny chin.
And it ain't much. It's very little.
Mariscal back to serve. Throws it up, hits it over.
Oh my goodness.
Haley Jones and Gaetan both there. Neither one of them called it. The ball kind of hits between them. Haley Jones tried to dive down there at the last minute, pick it up, and we've got game point, 14-24. Mariscal back, throws it up, hits it over. Haley Jones's first touch goes up into the net. Tatum hits it back down, and that is it. 25-14. And the Tatum Lady Coyotes have won here today, 3-1. The Lady Cards showed they're capable of playing, but they've also showed the frustration that we've talked about all year. A 3-1 set here, and the game is over. A reminder to everyone, Saturday, about 12:40, the Cardinals will be hosting the first round of the state football playoffs. Number 1, Eunice, they got the number 1 seed. They'll be hosting number 8, Escalante. Charlie, any final thoughts?
Man, I'll tell you, they just, like you said, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, we look really good for, 90% of the whole game, and then just can't quite get there. But
yeah, I agree.
They're definitely capable. There's no doubt about it.
Yep, unfortunately, they've got 2 games left, one at home, one on the road. For your seniors, they'll have one more chance here to play here in front of the home crowd in the last time. It'll be next week. Senior night will be on Thursday. They'll be playing Zhao in that game. Tuesday, they'll be on the road at Hagerman. 17-2 or 2-17. I'm sorry. I wish it was 17-2.
Yeah, be nice. And, it's been that before.
Yeah, we've had those years. So anyway, any final thoughts?
No, I'm looking forward to Saturday. I think it's going to be maybe it'll be a blowout, but it's playoff time. Those kids are coming down here from Escalante to play, so everybody get out. The ones you can't get out, we're going to bring it to you. We're going to show it to you, and if the camera guy will do a pretty good job, you might be able to see it on your big screen.
Yeah, for sure. For those of you that can't make it out, it's supposed to be beautiful weather, but if you can't make it out, we'd love you to listen and watch. So tune in, watch us, listening to us. We appreciate you. For No Mark Broadcasting, I am Jimmy Jones. This is Charlie Fairbrush over here beside me. We'll see you Saturday. Thank you, and good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.